Hey there, funnel builders. Mike here from Sell Your Service. How are you doing? So, welcome to a quick live call that I'm running. This is broadcasting both on Facebook and YouTube. So, if you are watching, hello, I think I can read your comments. You might have to allow notifications or something like that. So, if you're watching live, let me know and I can watch it inside StreamYard. The more I use StreamYard, the more I like it. I can actually broadcast to two things at the same time really easily. And today we are talking about this weird place that I use or find content marketing ideas in. If you're watching the replay, just put content marketing in. Hey, how's it going, guys? If you look above you where you are or in the side, there should be a thing saying like allow permissions, I think, inside, because otherwise I can't see who your name is. It doesn't show me who your name is because it has to be like allow permissions or something. It's like streamyard.com/Facebook and it says allow permissions. But hey, Matt, how's it going? It is absolutely a winter beard, mate. It's definitely a winter beard. And I'll tell you, by the way, if you're watching the replay, just put content marketing down in the comments below. That's both on Facebook and YouTube. I am doing this both on YouTube and Facebook Live at the same time. I love StreamYard, lets me do them both. We are going to talk about content marketing, I promise. But yeah, the beard is every year I'm like, I'm going to grow it bigger and thicker this year, and I get really bored, and it's just got past the itchy stage. So I am pumped. Awesome. So like I said, today we are now going to look at the weird place to find content marketing ideas. Apologies for the clickbaity title. But I was basically running a quick call this morning with a friend of mine, and he was like, I don't know where to get like blog post ideas from, or video ideas from, or podcasts. It doesn't really matter what the type of content is. And I was like, that's really easy. And he said his biggest problem is that he worries about the blog posts that he creates. In fact, he's going to be working predominantly on YouTube. And he's like, I want to make sure that any of the YouTube content I do is relevant to the blog, to the sales content at the end, that could end up conversion copy. And I was like, well, that's easy because you do it the other way around. I don't create my content ideas first. I write my sales content first. So that's kind of what I want to show you today is where I get my content ideas from. Let's jump into, I'm going to share this content marketing, baby. Yeah, Matt Davies, you're already visible. You're visible, baby. Let's share this. There we go. So let's move this banner down. And I'm actually going to get rid of this overlay as well. There we go. Nice and clear space. If there's one thing that I would say to StreamYard, can I please have picture in picture? Because that would make it massively, massively easy for me to like share the whole screen and then have my little picture in the corner. But that's about it. Apart from that, I love what you guys are doing. So here we are inside the coaching letter. So we've got a new coaching letter coming out for our coaching program. Sorry, a new sales letter coming out for our coaching program. Excuse me. That's good coffee. And I was like, well, I'm going to write up the process. I'm going to write up the sales letter, quick high level overview. We start with a promise, like, what does reading this letter give you? A list of all the problems, a list of loads of myths and misconceptions, what's changing in the marketplace. A knife twist is like, oh, and then top it all off, what the solution is, a little bit about me, benefits to buying, call to action, what is included, call to action, load of testimonials, a guarantee, results, which is stuff like results that you can expect. So if you go through this, and it's like another way of kind of just stacking those benefits, doing more value stack, call to action, a close, call to action, close, call to action, close. So at a very quick pace, what this would be is like, what if I could give you regular live feedback on your funnel business and you knew it was going in the right direction? The problem is that as funnel businesses, we've got so many tactics available to us out now that it can get very kind of distorted and foggy on what we should be focusing on. And it's a real problem because it means that your business could be going in the wrong direction and you want clarity. There's a misconception that once you've learned the best marketing tactics out there, you don't need to worry about anything else, and your marketing funnel business will take care of itself. It's becoming a hyper competitive marketplace with lower barriers to entry. So you need to make sure that you're protected against that by finding a niche. And to top it all off, you're already having to work harder to attract the work that you're already getting. The solution is changing your environment and getting accountability. My name is Mike Killen. I exited my funnel businesses after building it to success. I'm also a best-selling author and coach. What I want to help you get is visible and measurable growth within your business. You can join today with our weekly coaching call and start from just $1. We've got live Q&A time to get clarity on everything that you need. Weekly coaching is $197 per month. One call a week roughly works out to $49.25, but $39.40 if it's a 5-week call. This is what some previous customers have said. There's no upsells. There's no bullshit on the other side. You can leave at any time. It's really easy to cancel. You don't have to go through an application process or any of that kind of shit to cancel. You can leave at any time. We've seen businesses sell coaching products and courses and first time sales. We've had people double their revenue and sell their 5-figure funnels. Make sure that you join. You can join today for 30. You get your first 30 days for free for $1, and it's $197 per month. If you're serious about growing your marketing funnel business, this is where you need to go. So that at a very high level is a sales letter, and obviously I'm going to expand it out. Now, when we look at absolutely, yeah, Marikai, I'd be more than happy to share the sales letter. In fact, it will be published at some point, so yeah, you'll be able to read it as much as you want, mate. Wait, I exited my marketing funnel business. Exited? I don't get that, Matt. It's because I've got a typo, or I sold it and moved on. I don't know. Well, I don't have anything to do with it anymore, so. Have I not? I must have told you guys that. Hey Beth, loving the beard. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It'll come off in the summer when it gets too hot. Anyway, so where do I get my content marketing ideas? I know that this letter will convert, and chances are it's already out there. I've got different types of sales letters that are out there already. And here's what I want to show you where I get my content marketing ideas. It's really, 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 really simple. The structure that I use is promise, problem, myth, changing, or trends. Knife twist, solution, about me, benefits, call to action, blah, 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 blah. The content comes from the promises, the problems, the myths, changing in trends, and the solution, right? That's where the content comes from. All I've done is list out what are the problems. So where are marketing funnel builders like you? And I appreciate it's a bit meta because I'm teaching you guys about the sales process that I use to sell to you. But here's what I want you to do. Take your customer. Where are they now? That's the problem stage. What are the problems that they're experiencing within their business? What are the things that you don't do that they struggle with within their business? You said you sold it. Yeah, assume that was DDD or that was the newer business. Otherwise, no, don't think you said. Yeah, I'm not like a part of it anymore. I kind of sold it, exited it. Nice kind of clean break, I guess, Matt. Basically, yeah. Sorry, there's been a lot going on. It was a while back, I might add. It was a while back, but yeah, we don't run it anymore. Well, I don't run it anymore. I still own a part of it. I'm like a shareholder, board member, C-level board member. I don't know what it's called, but I don't do it anymore. So the problem, for example, in this case, is the fog of the future, unclear on what the future brings, mixed messaging, unconfident about their business. A lot of it's feeling and emotional based stuff. Myths and misconceptions. Pro tip, this is actually the easiest place, is what do they do to try and get to their kind of that promised land? So the promise at the top, the results that they want, and what's the mistake that they make? Typically stuff like listening to customer feedback, not holding yourself accountable, taking on too much education at once. Trends and changing are things that are changing in the marketplace that you've got no control over, that could be both an opportunity and a threat. For example, a hyper competitive marketplace with low barriers to entry is a threat as like a funnel business, but it's because it means that you're going to have more competition. You'll have more competition. Also, customers will start building marketing funnels. But this is also a massive opportunity because if you position yourself as someone who focuses on a specific niche, you position yourself very differently and you don't have to compete against people. So myths and trends, and then the solution. What are actually the steps that people need to take in order to get to that promise? And finally, the promise, I know I've done it at the top here, but finally the promise, where do they want to get to? So this is what they want to become. They want to become successful. They want to provide for their family, be told that they're doing the right things. They want to know that they're doing the right things, and they want to be confident that this will all work. That's like where they want it. That's where they want to go. And then the problem is where they are now. In the middle, there's a load of roadblocks, which are the myths, and I've got a little kind of diagram that I'm going to show you here. And then your solution is the process that you go over it. So very briefly, I don't know, this might flip it around. Hold on. Where's my bloody... Here we... No, there we go. Cool. So at a very high level, who we are now, this is the problems, right? Unconfident, middling business. They're working on customer to customer. Where they want to be is confident in their business, clear on their posts, on their paths, like a business that works, all this kind of shit. And they need to use this kind of arc to get over it, which is your solution. But in the middle, they're trying to get from where they are now to where they want to be. They're trying to get from where they are now to where they want to be. And in the middle is basically this huge roadblock. And this huge roadblock, this model, by the way, is from Key Person of Influence. Specifically, this model is from Key Person of Influence by Daniel Priestley. I've been talking about his stuff a lot recently. He's been really helping me kind of clarify like how we do it. But it's not a new model, but that's his current model. In the middle, the myths and misconceptions are the mistakes that people make when they try to solve the problem themselves, when they listen to people who aren't experts. That list alone will give you more content you could possibly think about. For example, why you shouldn't listen to your customers about your pricing and processes. You shouldn't listen to customer feedback. That's a blog post there. Or more specifically, why funnel builders shouldn't listen to customer feedback about price and processes. We've also got other things like taking on too much education at once. That's a huge misconception or a myth. Are you buying too many courses? As a funnel business, are you buying too many courses? And I know it's a bit meta because I sell courses, but not holding yourself accountable, environment dictates performance, all of this, these are all myths. And then the problems, how to deal with lack of growth. If you just asked, like, you put in front of it the niche, so in this case, funnel builders, but it could be anyone like Beth. I'd be more than happy to share this framework with you. I'm pretty sure I've got it as a Google Doc somewhere. It's also a part of our like actual funnel business game plan, like the process that we go through. So here we have like how marketing funnel businesses can deal with a lack of growth, all right? Or how to fix your lack of growth. It's my dog in the background. Let me Rocketbook for the win. Yes, man. Right, let's go back here and share this. There we go. So I wasn't sharing the screen there. Apologies. So how niche can define lack of growth. So if you just listed out all of your problems and you wrote out how to deal with, or the 5 fastest ways to deal with a lack of growth within your business, how to get entirely clear on your goals. Are you letting your family down? The problems themselves give you all of the content ideas that you would need, particularly, and the myths. And then finally, your solution here. This is the process where you go, that's the overall process, right? How to completely change your whatever business you're in. Maybe the niche that you work with, and we've had a lot of talks about niche and comments about niche. Maybe your particular niche is let's think of something fun. Let's choose Rocketbook. Let's say that you work with businesses that find innovative ways of allowing people to write their notes, right? You work in, I don't know, what would you call this niche? What's the category with this? Reusable, scalable, digital, physical media? I don't know. You work with stationary businesses basically to help them get their product into more hands, right? So here's how you can help your customers get their products into more hands as a stationary business. What are the 6 steps, the 5 steps, the 3 steps, whatever, and write that out. If you go through each one of these bullet points and create a blog post or a podcast or a YouTube video or a webinar or whatever on this type of content, you will have an unlimited amount of content marketing ideas that will naturally feed into your business, and you'll find that they go like really, really well into productivity. You're right, it's productivity business. You're right, Beth. It is a productivity business. You'll find that it'll dovetail in beautifully with the content that you're creating and the sales copy that you are working on. Thanks very much for joining me, hanging around, guys. I wanted to just do this quick video because frankly, last week was an unmitigated disaster. We had 2 cars get written off, not like crashes, but they just conked out. in our house, and I was super super sick, so I had barely any content or anything last week, so I felt like a bit of a disaster. So I wanted to do a quick live video just to kind of get myself back into the flow of it. In the meantime, thank you so much for everyone who has picked up a copy of Universe Fuel. You're absolute hero, massively appreciate that. And in the meantime, what are your content marketing ideas? I tell you what, in the comments, tell me what's the biggest misconception that your customers face when they're having a conversation with you. What's the biggest misconception that your customers or your audience kind of do before they end up committing to something, or when they try to get there? Like diet is a really good one. Like businesses who work with diet, like if you want to lose weight, most people believe that you have to go to the gym every single day and completely change your diet, and maybe that's not true, right? What's the misconception in your industry? Let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, guys, thank you so much for checking me out. In the meantime, I will speak to you later. Cheers, guys. Keep building those funnels. Have a good rest of your week. Bye, guys.